career yet, but I've noticed just in talking to you here, when I was explaining your story to so many people, especially a lot of millennial women, I mean, within my circle of contacts here, I have young women now, or in their late 20s, early 30s, who are doing great things. They own companies. They're big in companies like Apple. One of them is ahead of one of the very special Apple products.
Awesome.
Working at Salesforce, they're climbing up the ladder, the education. There's so many opportunities. But from what they were telling me, some of them directly, some of them not so directly, was they really want to know, millennial women want to know, when you're somebody that has this education there and you're going to these great schools, how do you balance everything? How do you balance not just pursuing your career, but even having time to find a relationship? Like, were you looking for that? You know, do you reach a point where you say, you know what, I'm so focused on my career because I can control that. And if it happens for me that I meet somebody great, and if it doesn't, then, you know, what do I do? How do I answer my mother? Or how do I, what's your advice up to this point now when you're in your late 20s, how you got through that and where your mindset was?
You know, I'm, again, goes back to my parents. I was really lucky that from the earliest days I can remember, it has always been work hard, play hard with my family. You know, like I work hard, play hard with my family. Like I remember the, you know, even when they talk about being in the labor camps, right? You'd work all day, but then at night the music would come on and everyone would be dancing, right? I mean, that's just what you do. And I think I've always had, like, whenever anyone's around the Renteria family, there's always a, where's the fun? Where is it happening? And what I think over the course of my life I have taken with me is that I'm going to work hard. I know that. I have no doubt about that. But am I remembering to play hard too? And that part, I think, is actually a magic that keeps you going. And if we miss it, at those moments when I can remember where it wasn't fun, where I couldn't find the places to have some fun and laugh and smile about something, those were the hardest in my career. When it was just this seriousness or this sense of responsibility-ness, right? I think we still need that outlet. And for some, you get it when you have kids. But like, even before the kids, we got to make our own fun. Right. Because that's what keeps it going, right? And even now, as a CEO of an organization, I think you would, the other day, I did get introduced by one of my senior staffers as like, you know, Amanda, one of the things that's been so interesting is like, we're taking on this work, but you seem to have fun when you do this. And it's true, I do, but it's intentional. It's not, you have to make it, right? You have to see it, and you have to say, you know what, I kind of want to show up to our all-staff meeting in a funny hat, or, you know, I kind of want to make this joke in this, like, because it's kind of funny. And so, I don't know, and I know some people, especially when you're a young woman and a young woman of color, there were many times where I had to tell myself, okay, you have to look serious and you have to be in charge, right? Like, there's this persona of that. And I started to sort of splice in some jokes here and there, or just, you know, some lightness. And do you give up a little bit of the credibility? Yeah, but you know what? People want to interact with you. And at the end of the day, that's what makes life fun, is that you are actually connecting, not just on a work level, but like on a humanity level, right?
That's a great point, because that is a challenge. I'm glad you brought that up.